What's going on here?
Still playing and we're on
Well, everything is ringing right on through. Hey.
Okay then. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I've got some special guests tonight. We have Cajun Queen, Lois, Cajun Queen, once again. On say A7 with us last night. It was a great show. I had a wonderful time. Also, too, we had some problems with the links, but everything's been straightened out. So if you want to give to the pantry, the food pantry for her, go ahead. The link is in the description. Welcome, Brian Lunsford. Very good to have you with us tonight.
Oh, I'm just happy to be here again. Gratitude.
And then we have Theresa D'Anton.
On the bus.
Yeah, she's the bus tonight.
Wow. You are really floating. You are phasing out, girl.
It's like that Max Headroom thing. Remember that back in the day, guys? Max Headroom. Let's go ahead and acknowledge people in chat because that's why we're here. We have Julianne Payne. Thanks, Jules, for being here. You're the best. Celtic Warrior. Hi, Joey. Such a pleasure to have you. David Castle. Always good to see you. Loving you. And say hi to Rufus.
Celtic Warrior. Hi, Joey.
Let's see. Who else do we have? We've got Alex Fox. Welcome, welcome. Much love to you.
Alex.
And let's see. Who else?
Yeah, Brenda.
We have Brenda. Brenda, very good to see you. I love it that you're always here and watching the show. So thank you so much. Appreciate it.
She's over my right shoulder. I feel protected.
Oh, yeah. Might want to show that. It's kind of cool. There she is. Yeah.
There she is.
There she is. Right next to Al there on the Andromeda 7 portal.
Yeah.
Very cool. Look at
That's a nice boat.
Of course, our sister Crystal MacArthur. How you doing, Crystal? How's the soap coming along? It sure is awesome. I've been seeing your little snippets. Very cool.
She's wearing the headdress over here behind me, wherever the arms here.
There she is. Yep. That's cool. So if you're in chat, once again, I'm writing down your name. Hi, Pajo. Pajo just came in. You're on in there. So I'm just going to take you guys one at a time as you came in, and we'll start doing some readings. We got some cool warp action after the end of the show with Brian Lunsford. He's been catching some things. All right, let's get this started. So first up is Julianne Payne. And I'll tell you what, Brian, why don't you go ahead and start it off? Julianne Payne.
Julianne Payne.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Our word alchemist. The alchemist with the most.
Oh, you want to come right out, don't
Lucky
you?
Stone, good to see you. Got you on the list, Lucky.
I'm doing a lot better, Crystal. Thank you.
Okay. And then Cajun Queen, I'm going to give you Al, so he's going to be on deck for you. That'll give you a chance to find his specific card. And Theresa, you're going to have Chloe.
Chloe.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting? I hope she's not getting tired of hearing from me. I've pulled for her. Like, I love you, Chloe.
Yeah.
All right, Julianne. I have pulled 27 self-worth for you, and I'm using my cosmic deck. The old reliable.
Ooh, I like it.
Self-worth.
Nice.
Do you know just how worthy, amazing, and unique you are? You're incredible. If you pick this card, we would like to also see the amazing soul that you are. You are enough. Step back from trying to justify your existence of all things that you constantly do. Stop comparing yourself to others. Please do not for 1 second ever feel you don't measure up to the people around you. No one is perfect, even the people that you may be comparing and measuring yourself against. Too much of your personal power is being given to others, which can be draining of your own energy supplies.
Wow. Amazing. Great read. Okay.
It's a pretty card.
It is a pretty card. It's a cool deck. All right.
Okay, for Al, I pulled the Free Spirit card. And it says, to hold within is to deny the light you carry. To share opens you to the abundance of the universe and the gifts you have carried through time. Spoken expression finds receptive outlets. Self-worth expands and intensifies.
Ooh. Yeah, see, I love that deck you have right there. That's a good one. I really like the picture on the front. Awesome. Right. And then Theresa is looking for Chloe's card.
Yes.
Hi, Amy S. Good to see you. I've got you on the list.
Okay.
Welcome.
I have for Chloe the Ace of Visions. So I'll try to hold it up here where you can see it. It's a beautiful swan, Chloe. Gorgeous swan in a gorgeous pond in the wild enchanted forest. Okay, I'm gonna have to put it down while I read though. Okay, aces, just so you know, each ace offers you a magical ally, a helpful companion as you journey through the forest of enchantment. The allies give you magical tools to use in your quest. A staff, a gazing pool, a silver arrow, and a hanging ring. When an ace comes up in a reading, consider it a positive sign. More than one ace is even better. The universe is dealing you a winning hand. And in this case, you got the Ace of Visions.
Wow.
Wow, Chloe. Serenity, compassion, spirituality, kindness. That's Chloe. A new way of seeing. Oh, a new way of seeing, a gift of love, water element. The swan's gift to you is a tiny enchanted pool in a secluded glade. When the water is still, it becomes a magic mirror. All that you desire is reflected here, Chloe, and most importantly, so is your own true self. You have nothing to fear from this. Your swan knows that your true self is noble, pure, and beautiful. And yes, you are.
Awesome. Welcome, Johan. Johan.
Hi, Joey. Johan.
Dark Truth, welcome. I got you both on the list, so you're looking good. So I've got Joey, and Joey, I pulled a card for you, and I pulled it's called a balsamic moon, a time for healing. And this is the Moonology deck. Pulling this card suggests that the past is the past, and a bright future is beckoning. However, before you take your next step, make sure that both you and the situation feel healed. This is not the time to paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal and soothe both yourself and anyone else in need. Then remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe it. This is also a time to surrender and wait to hear guidance from the universe. Powerful insights can be had. If you know that someone or something really isn't good for you, this card is a reminder to surrender. Start to work on your belief in your dreams so you're ready when the time comes. So attune to the moon. When one is healed, all are healed. And additional meanings for this card is it's time to let go of the past. You are about to turn the corner and you need more time to heal. Think about how the situation would look if everyone were healed. That's a good way to look at it. Patience is required at this time of the balsamic moon. It's a time for self-care as you slowly but surely prepare yourself for the new moon, which is just around the corner. No matter which point in the current moon cycle you have pulled this card, it's a reminder to go a little bit easy on yourself. The time to step into the creatrix. Wow. Power will come soon enough. Give yourself the time you need to heal. Don't be too hard on yourself, Celtic Warrior. Joey, really embrace the healing aspect of everything and give yourself a break. Cut yourself some slack. You know, everybody deserves that once in a while. And you certainly do. So hope that resonated with you, Joey.
Hi, Michelle.
All right. So, Brian, you've got David Castle.
David Castle.
And Cajun Queen, you will have Alex Fox. And Theresa, you will have Crystal.
Crystal, okay.
All right, David. Oh, I got Walk Your Truth. 35. Let's see, it comes right after 34. Let's see. Okay. True empowerment comes from walking, living, and speaking your truth, having the courage to be guided by your heart and following your dreams. Don't be afraid to shine your magnificent light as a result of the opinions and judgments of others. Yes, you might be ridiculed, scorned, opinions and by opinions. Oh, I skipped, and your choices mocked with disapproval. But understand this, dear one: others mock and criticize from a place of fear within them, a fear that keeps them trapped and a reptilious, a wheel of illusions. By breaking free and walking the true path of your heart, you step off the merry-go-round and cyclic pain and leave the ones who scorn behind. Don't be surprised when others do everything and anything to discourage you from walking this path of the heart.
Wow. Nice. Ooh, gosh, I
There you
love
go,
that
David.
part. There you go, David. Hope that resonated.
All right, Alex. I'll pull the miracle card. It says, magic is within the true, absolute, pure magic of the spirit is yours to manifest. Expect the unexpected. When you least expect it, a turnaround in your life will occur. So be open. Something new, unanticipated, and exciting is likely to happen. Each day is filled with countless miracles. Look at those occurring in your life now. And it's white, so it doesn't have color.
Yep. Huh.
Alex.
Awesome, Alex.
Okay, I got Crystal, huh?
Yep.
This is awesome. Crystal. Here you go, hon.
Oh. Yep.
I hope she can see this.
Yes, we can see it. You've got a
It's
gal there.
Wolf and the maiden here.
Yep.
Wolfie. All right, we have strength. This is a major arcana. So, strength, Crystal. It represents self-knowledge, courage, and fortitude, reserves of inner strength, and bonds of loyalty and love. Once upon a time, a young girl walked into the vast and fearsome forest. She went of her own volition, and she wore a crimson cloak that made her easily visible to any creature that might observe her progress through the dark woods. And indeed, once upon a time, a great wolf was watching her. And you may think you know the rest of this story: deception, violence, vengeance. That tale is meant to warn children not to go into the woods, or seek adventure, or trust a wolf. Once upon a time, two mighty hearts, found the strength to change the story. The wolf refused to harm or betray the maiden. She refused to hate or fear the wolf, nor did she tame him. She loved him for his wild self. She found a home in the forest and grew old there, the magical wolf always at her side. Strength is being firmly grounded in who you are, Crystal, having courage for the tasks given you and knowing the source of that courage. Rather than letting circumstances defeat you, reach within yourself, sis, and draw forth the strength to make changes, face challenges, and move forward courageously. You don't do this by brute force, but through love. Strength comes from trusting your heart.
Awesome.
Love you. That's our sis.
Yep. Audrey joined us. Hello, Audrey. Good to have you with us. And Michelle Can-Humphrey. Hello, sister. Good to see you. Yeah. All right. So I've got Kelly, my sister. It's full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. Let's see. This card is a reminder that it's important to speak your truth. But remember that your words have consequences and impact your listeners. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion. The answers you need may well come soon. The issue you're facing could be one or a few conversations away from being resolved. If you're inquiring about a love situation, a little flirting may be called for. If you're in the middle of an argument, this card comes to you as a reminder of the old, very non-Gemini messages. Lise said, soonest mended. It's good to talk, but be careful you aren't causing yourself any issues with your words. Words have enormous power. As a metaphysician, Florence Scovel Shinn, 1871 to 1940, put it, your word is your wand. You create magic and your own reality every time you express yourself. Have an important conversation, but stay calm. Don't be superficial. Someone is trying to flirt with you. Have you noticed? You need to laugh off this situation and just move on. Job applications have good prospects. The teaching for this card is talk, talk, and more talk as the emotional full moon moves into the communicative sign of Gemini. It's too easy to say too much, so mind how you go if you pull this card. This card can also indicate any enjoyable social event, since the full moon in Gemini is a great time for socializing. This card also augurs well for any study you're either taking or considering. That's for you, Kelly Bugs. All right. Let's see what we got. All right, Brian, you've got Brenda.
Brenda.
And Cajun Queen, you'll have Pajo. And Theresa, you will have Lucky Stone.
All right, Brenda. This card kind of came to me right before, so I pulled it out, and I did pull it from another deck. This is Kim Cran's The Wild Unknown.
That's a great deck, too.
And I pulled the star for you. It came up before your name came up, actually. And the star is hope and peace of mind. Standing outside on a dark night, you gaze up at the stars and sense glimmers of wonder and hope. Even though you can't find concrete answers to life's many questions up there in the sky, you can't help but feel comforted and renewed. Such is the energy of the star card. It is not about actions or situations. It's simply about connecting to the part of you that is hopeful and serene. This force will bring light back into your life and infuse you with positivity. A lovely card.
Beautiful.
Oh, shakalaka.
Yeah, that's a great deck. I love that. Robert V's in the house as well, everyone. Hi, Robert V. Thanks for being with us.
See you in a little bit, buddy.
Yeah. We're just trying to come here, aren't we, folks?
Pajo, I pulled Law of Life. And it says, life returns to you what you put into it. Time is never wasted, for each moment is a lesson on some level. Life is a cycle with valleys and peaks. Both are needed. There is always motion, evolution. Even when you don't feel it, life is necessary to manifest and practice that which we have gathered.
That reminds me of when we were kids, there was that game called Spirograph, and it had the little dogs.
Oh, yeah, I got
Spirograph? Yeah, that's what it was like. Yeah.
Funny story about this deck.
Play-Doh. Remember the Play-Doh thing, too?
This deck right here.
Yes.
I think Jeff used this deck. This is the only deck, my very first deck, that I felt safe that I wasn't going to burn up if I touched them.
Yeah. Yep. It's a great deck. All right. Let's see. You've got Lucky Stone, right, Theresa?
You're welcome, Mom.
You're muted.
Sorry about that. We're saying, hi, Audrey. Hi, Dunbar. Hi, Michelle. Sissy. Nobody can hear me. Okay, here we go. This is the Six of Spells. And he's got a little baby dragon there, if you can see it. All right. This card represents success, justifiable pride in accomplishments, validation by others, a supportive environment where your talents can shine, Lucky Stone. All right, I'm going to put it down while I... There's a new arrival in the forest. It's not easy to hatch a wyvern, but this intrepid wizard found an egg in an abandoned nest and brought it home to try. Generous doses of worry, magic, and love have yielded a successful hatchling. Other wizards and witches have gathered to welcome the little one and congratulate their friend on a job well done. The new foster father's pleasure and pride in his accomplishments are made all the sweeter with praise from his peers. When people are secure in their own accomplishments, Lucky, there is no jealousy or ill feeling when another has a glowing success. Literally glowing in this case, because the foster father knows this. He can accept congratulations as his due with no false modesty or self-depreciation needed. Though you may never hatch a wyvern, be proud of your triumphs and drink in the praise.
Wow.
Hope it resonates, Lucky.
Thanks for being here, Lucky Stone. All right, I've got Dark Truth. And Dark Truth, I pulled the step out of your comfort zone with the North Node. North Node. There's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind somehow, because you are headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going towards doing the thing that scares you within reason. This card is all about living your life purpose, which is possibly what you've asked about. It's urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direction, to take action. So are you willing to follow through and lead the life you incarnated to live? If you finally find the courage to make the leap, there's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? I know I'm headed in the right direction. And additional meanings for this card, you're headed for something which feels like destiny. You need to face a fear and get over it. Time to stop obsessing about someone or something. Stand on your own 2 feet. You've got this. The North Node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going north. It's a karmic point, and the horoscope chart shows us that what we need to do and where we need to go with our life to find satisfaction, fulfillment, and happiness. The North Node is the karmic astrological point that reminds us, to paraphrase Andre Gide, that in order to discover the new oceans, we have to be prepared to lose sight of the shore. So let go of the fear and move forward. You've got this. Awesome. I hope that rang through Dark Truth, so to speak.
Hey, Lori, before I go on, I've been pulled. I need to pull one more card for Brenda, if I could.
You've got it. Go right
Okay.
ahead.
I just came right after. I need to. 26 is the card, and it's Sacred Journey.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, look at that card. That's cool. Ooh.
All right. Sacred Journey. Darkness need not be feared, but simply misunderstood. Darkness is a misunderstood energy which causes so much emotional distress and disharmony around the world, as it's seen as something that is separate from God. Most often it is seen as something that needs to be avoided and battled. Darkness too serves its purposes. Through darkness we come to see the light that is in us. We expand our conscious understanding through first walking in the shadows of our own soul. The more you ignore, push away, and avoid darkness, the more it is attracted to your space. It is only through love and misunderstanding of the true nature of darkness, embracing its role, and having gratitude for the lessons it teaches us that we are able to transcend its karmic wheel. Only then do we break free from its cyclic challenges and trigger the soul through its many faces and forms. Darkness is here to help us find our way back to our heart. We are all one: good, evil, dark, light, and many other labels mankind has used to separate this energy that is one. And boy, do we like to separate things. Do we not fear do not fear the shadows within or outside you, but simply observe the dance of life that is occurring all around you. See the lessons that unfold from dark periods in your life. Understand their meaning and purpose. When you can transcend this illusion of separateness and judgment of all that is seen as dark, you transcend the illusion of suffering. The more you walk this journey with understanding and clarity, the more at peace you are within this world. You are then ready to enter realms of higher consciousness and increased light. And that's not just for Brenda. I feel like that is a statement for everybody. It's something I struggled with personally, but it's something that needs to be understood, because a lot of the times, guilty, you just throw all this. Everything is love and light and unicorn farts. And you miss out. I mean, you really start to miss out on some of the things, and only when you learn to exercise that muscle of gratitude for a negative situation. Mm-hmm. The more you exercise that muscle, the more that gratitude will feel, and those things just start to transcend on themselves. And it's an alchemy unlike
It'll
any
fill
other.
your cup is what it does.
Oh, it fills it right
cup.
up. And then you empty it again and get ready for the next fill.
Exactly. Awesome. Cajun Queen, you're going to have Michelle Canham free next so that you can prepare. And then Theresa, you've got Michelle Dunbar. That's who you're reading for.
Okay.
I can certainly, without skipping a beat, take the next one if you need me to. I
sounds good. I'm gonna let's see. You're gonna do Audrey, Brian. You'll do Audrey next.
Okay.
Okay.
You want me to do that now?
You can prepare for it, and these two.
Okay. I understood.
Yeah.
Understood.
So that you have who's on deck, so to speak.
Audrey.
Okay. All right. It's you, Theresa, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Dunbar.
Michelle Dunbar.
Okay.
I did pull the card. I'm one step closer to Michelle Free, so that's one Michelle to go.
Lots of Michelles in the room.
Getting there, sissy. All right, here we go. Here's a card for Michelle Dunbar. Of course, they're driving, so I don't know if she's even going to be able to see it. It's basically a white stag in the forest. I'm not sure how clear the white turning out here on the screen.
Yeah, we can see it. We can see the stag.
All right. Mm-hmm. Beautiful white stag with big antlers. Okay. This is a major arcana. It's called the Wide World. Okay, Dunbar, here you go. This card represents completion, wholeness, seeing the big picture, and connection to the world. Now, this card fell out of 5 or 6. I picked it up and I went right back to it. So it was definitely meant for you. Here you are back at the portal. You're back at the portal. The lessons of the forest and all your experiences therein have brought you to this place. The white heart is here, reminding you that enchantment doesn't end at the woodland's edge. In the forest, you can only see a little way ahead of you. In the wide world, you can see much further. The sweet open meadows, the misty hills, the twisting roads, the vast sky, and the cloud castles. Other forests await, with fresh visions and new challenges, stronger spells and greater boons. As a wayfaring animal said once upon a time, reported by Mr. Kenneth Graham in The Wind and the Willows, take the adventure, heed the call, now ere the irrevocable moment passes. 'Tis but a banging of the door behind you, a blithe step forward, and you are out of the old life and into the new. One cycle ends and the next begins, Dunbar. This is positive card, not a disruptive ending as with the folly card. This is a card of destiny, following the counsel of animals, where you assessed your progress and aligned it with your greater purpose in life. You've done what you needed to do. And even if you're not completely cognizant of it yet, you know this in your heart. It is time to look towards new horizons. Get that RV, get on the road, and bug it out with Audrey.
That sounds good.
That's cool. All
Awesome.
right.
Okay.
Go ahead, Cajun Queen.
I have the other Michelle.
Yes.
I pulled threshold. And it says a threshold is about to be crossed. A new aspect of self brought forward. A new level of understanding is open to you. A new beginning. You transcend a difficult and grow to new dimensions within.
Mm. Ooh.
Ooh, I like that. God,
Yeah.
that is cool. I love how they're round too. That's really different.
Yeah.
Okay. Brian, did I give you someone else yet?
Audrey?
Yes, Audrey.
Now?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. I know I threw a wrench in the works. It's all right. Audrey, I pulled really cool card. I just love pulling this card. It's just a fun
And I'm going
card
to
to
pull
pull.
for Johan Dancing Gypsy. I'm going to take care of you next.
All right.
Oh, congratulations, Crystal. Wow. She just finished typing her first soap.
Oh, awesome.
Awesome sauce.
Whoa.
All right.
Most beautiful ever made in 10 years. Congratulations. Sorry, Brian. Yeah.
You're good. No, it's all right. All right. I got the golden crown for you, girl. I like this card. It's a good card right there. That's a good card. All right. Congratulations on your amazing journey so far. Acknowledge the spiritual and personal growth that you have achieved. Celebrate this moment. We are all here in spirit to rejoice in just how far you've come. Your strength and perseverance have paid off, and your future is bright. The gift of the golden crown has been placed on your head in honor of all you have already achieved. Bask in the glory of love that rains down on you. You deserve it. Are you up for your next adventure? We here in spirit need your assistance. Many souls who dwell upon the earth are disconnected from love. They do not know their worth or see their inner divine light. We ask you that you assist in helping humanity see its creative potential, power, and brilliant light. Be conscious of feelings of judgment and envy. It is easy to get caught up in either of the two energies. Judgment of those you see as less empowered, and envious of those you see as more. Guiding others to their inner light requires love, empathy, and compassion. There's no one less or greater than you, for we are all a part of the same source of love. Help us guide humanity back to the remembrance of who they are with a pure heart and mind. You have the will to go the distance, and you should be pleased with your personal success. Go now and serve humanity. Be blessed.
Nice card. Wow. Very nice card. Yeah, those are beautiful.
Boom shakalaka.
I have Johan Dancing Gypsy. I pulled the Blue Moon, Believe in the Impossible. Okay. As the saying goes, some things happen only once in a blue moon. In other words, hardly ever. Drawing this card suggests you're about to get a rare chance at that something one-off could well be about to happen. This card is a very positive sign. If you felt like you're hoping for too much or asking too much of the universe, whatever you are asking about, well, it might only happen once in a blue moon, but it can happen. However, with this rare opportunity before you, it's important that you believe in it. If you convince yourself that whatever you're asking about can never go in your favor, then guess what? It won't. It won't go in your favor. Be grateful for this card, which is a reminder to believe in your dreams. So, attuned to the moon, you're going to just say a mantra to yourself, I'm lucky. I'm lucky, I'm lucky, I'm lucky. And the additional meaning for this card is miss this chance and it might not come back anytime soon. What happened may only happen once. The person you're inquiring about is a rare find. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. This situation is unlikely to repeat. And the teaching aspect of this card is there are usually 3 full moons between each equinox and solstice, and vice versa. Sometimes, though, we get 4 full moons in a single session. When that happens, the third of the sessions for full moon is called a blue moon. At least that was the original definition of a blue moon. These days, it's popular to use the blue moon for the second full moon in any calendar month that has 2 full moons. So you're lucky, you're lucky, you're lucky, and it is very possible. Believe and achieve, and you will. Johanne, I know you will. Hope that resonated with you, gal.
It's awesome, JoJo.
Yeah, very good. Okay, Brian, you're going to have Robert V.
Robert V.
Yep, and
I'm gonna
Cajun.
match your eyes, Cajun.
All right, Rule Bear. I have pulled.
Let me just say real quick. You've got Robert V. Cajun Queen, you're going to have Sean Bowden next. And Theresa, you'll have Truth Seeker this time.
Okay, Truth Seeker.
Okay. All right, Brian. Sorry for that. You go.
No, that's
right
okay.
ahead.
That's not the card. Pull another card. And I'm like, okay.
They like to get
okay.
ready so that they have it ready to go.
No problem.
We've
All
got
right.
some cool stuff at the end of the show to show you. We got more orb action, only this time with Brian.
Yeah.
So,
We
very
were
cool.
dancing.
Yeah, they were.
I'm gonna see if I can match Cajun's beautiful eyes here.
She does have some beautiful eyes.
Yeah, I can't
She
match
just
them. Sorry,
Glows with love. I know that one for a
can't
fact.
match them, Cajun.
All right.
All right.
I have picked Intuition for you, 18.
Ooh, I love it. Nice.
When you pray with sincerity, it comes from the heart. But do you find that your prayers often go unheard or unanswered? You are open when it comes to praying, dear one. But when it comes to receiving, you are closed. Most often, fears and doubts creep in from barricades that block messages and communication from spirit. The universe, source, or whatever you wish to call that loving presence that speaks to you through intuition, dreams, and visions is a quieter, gentle voice that often goes unheard. If you've drawn this card, Spirit is asking you to pay closer attention to the inner voice of intuition. It has been communicating to you the answers and guidance that you seek. Going within and listening to the inner guidance requires being open and away from distractions. Do not be misguided by a voice of the ego. The ego is loud, disruptive, and will do anything in its power to convince you that what you are doing is foolish and a waste of time. Do not let the voice of the ego fill your head with negative and disruptive thoughts. Simply observe this loud voice. Now give that quiet, gentle, loving voice within you a chance. Life isn't about killing the ego, but simply nurturing and watering the divine within you. In so doing, the ego fails to grow and survive in the light-filled body of love.
Wow. I love that card.
Okay. I have Sean. I pulled the Guardian Angel. It's one of my favorite cards.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Added guidance comes from the higher self. Be still and listen. Assistance comes from within. The wisdom from the past returns to open you to greater perspectives. An element of protection is around you, so there's no need to fear. Ask for directions, and the guideposts will be there. Your energies and strength is restored from your higher self.
Nice.
Beautiful.
All right, I've got Dark Truth, but I'd like to say hi to Ken. Hi, Ken. Hope everything's okay down there in Florida, sweetie. And Kaysen got his stitches out. All right, Sean. Excellent. He's a handsome boy, I'm telling you. That scar will go away in no time.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Dark Truth. Okay, so I've got, my hand was doing a lot of seeking, and it's appropriate because It landed on the Seeker of Visions. So let me hold that up here for you. He's holding a harp. Seeker of Visions in the forest here. Okay. And a Seeker card. Seekers enter the forest of enchantment on their own initiative. No one has chased them there or abandoned them, as may have happened with the child cards. This is an adult card. Each has a quest to fulfill, and a quality of action is common to all 4 of the Seekers. So this is one of the 4 Seekers. Their individual traits are more distinct than the children's, who are more nebulous and mutable. By the time someone becomes a Seeker in their life, their personality is fairly settled, but they are still learning and evolving. Their faults can still be overcome. I don't know anything about you or your background, so I
Wow,
hope it resonates. Let's see.
Jay, that was
Bold, spirited, dramatic, venturesome, fearless, passionate in her or his pursuits. If this card doesn't, let's see what that was the. Hold on a second. Hold on just a second. Because it's just like this other one, and I pulled. It's idealistic, romantic, visionary, poetic, gallant, follows the heart, and could be a seducer. Ooh, okay. This card doesn't represent a particular person, but it might mean an unrequited love, a sense of spiritual purpose, or desire for a more artistic life. I think Chloe had this last week, the same card. So
awesome. Okay. Let's see. Brian, you've got Cass's Corner.
Yes.
Cajun Queen, you're going to have Isby 543. Isby 543, thanks for joining us. I don't remember seeing you in here, but pleased to have you with us. And then Theresa, you're going to have Trina Bean.
Hey, question.
Trina's gonna get tired. Are you gonna get tired of me, Trina? I never get tired of Trina.
Can I have that?
It's good to have you with us.
You want Trina, Brian?
No, actually, is Lucky Stone on that list?
Lucky Stone is on the list.
Can I go ahead and read for Lucky Stone?
Yeah, go ahead and do Lucky Stone.
I'm sorry to have to.
Cass's Corner. I'll do Cass's Corner.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm throwing a wrench in the works. I
Lucky
know,
Stone.
but they're like, do this, do it now. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I was like my
That's
mom telling me to throw her clothes away again.
I love it.
You attached to the clothes.
Feeling it. You got it.
All right, Lucky Stone. I moved to this for you. I pulled the 8 of Swords
Ooh.
for you. Oh, sorry. There you go. All better there. All better. It says here, 8 of Stones, trapped, powerless, surrounded by obstacles and threats on all sides. You find yourself the victim. You see no way out, no available choices. Your perceptions keep you from opening your wings and taking flight. That keeps you suspended here, yourself or others. The 8 of Swords demands an answer. You cannot hang here much longer. I hope that helps. I do.
Awesome.
Rock on. I know. I know.
Okay,
I'm not in charge of any of this.
we got neither. Trina, there's a flock of owls here. There's more than one. There's like 3 or 4 owls in flight here.
Wow.
So you got the owls, and this is the 8 of Spells. Ew, 8 of Spells. That's what she got up her sleeve here. Hang on a second, dear. Okay. The 8s represent limitations, interference, a hard task, difficult life lesson. Doesn't show an actual problem. Typically shows ways you might react to the problem. So keep that in mind as I read this. Act swiftly is the message. So here we go. Awaken from your illusions. The 8 of Challenges says, think, don't struggle. Okay, so this one is spells, but let's see what the spell says. It means news and incoming messages. What doesn't surprise me. Okay,
Wow.
swiftness,
Downloads.
swiftness, aiming towards a goal. Swiftness. She was saying that the other day. Wow. Okay. The parliament of owls in a flock that are zooming in means incoming. Zooming through the forest with sureness of purpose, they carry messages of magical portent. Some travel at the bidding of the enchanter himself, but anyone can ask an owl to carry a message. The owl will decide if it wants to or not. If you have been sent an owl before and didn't hear its message, you may be left to your own devices from then on. Owls do not carry trivial missives. Crows are happy to do that part. So when you see an owl headed your way, straighten up and prepare to receive it with respect. The appearance of these owls in this reading today signifies news is on the way. It also means that energy is increasing for any endeavor to which you apply your full will and intention. Things are speeding up and moving towards a positive conclusion or reward. Watch the skies.
Oh
Love
my
you, sister. Love
Wow.
you, Trina.
Awesome.
Especially watch out for those 6-foot tall owls sitting on the light pole outside that you know aren't owls.
She knows what this means.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that happened.
All right.
Yeah.
Kings and Queens up. I think
Isby,
okay. Isby 543.
I pull the giver of light, the constant flow of energy which draws from countless realms, the seeds of wisdom required for evolution and enlightenment. There's no wisdom without an ongoing healing of spirit, the light that illuminates our connection with the infinite, the light bearer of dispelling the shadows, wisdom, and understanding put you in touch with yourself.
It's a great mandala. That's a great mandala
Yeah.
deck. That's beautiful.
Love it.
I
Awesome.
gotta get that check.
Me too. I really want
Lucky,
Every time you pull it, it's a program. It's like
Lucky Stone says, I'm glad we don't live closer or we would be getting citations for big get togethers. Damn right.
That's cute. I love it.
Damn right.
we just laugh at the citation and invite them in.
I pulled the card for Cass's Corner. I pulled the Void of Course Moon for you. Nothing will come of this situation. In a form of astrology known as horary, where an astrological chart is cast according to when the question is asked and decoded. A void of course moon means nothing will come of this matter or this situation will bear no fruit. This may or may not be good news, depending on what you're asking for. For example, if you were worried about something, whatever it was, this card can be taken as a sign that there is nothing to worry about. However, if you're asking about a new project of any kind, including a new relationship, it's a sign to adjust your expectations or change the things so that you can get different outcome. Remember, the cards can only predict what you are currently creating, and you can change that with your both behavioral and beliefs. So attuning to the moon, I trust in my highest good is your mantra that you want to say to yourself. And additional meanings for this card is the chances of something are diminishing. Something better may be around the corner. Believe that you will get what you need. Surrender to the divine. Take time out to meditate and contemplate. And the teaching of this card is the main definition of a void of course moon is when the moon won't make a major connection with any of the planets until she enters the next sign. The best thing you can do when you get this card is to chant the Sanskrit words Om Nama Narayani, which means I surrender to the divine, a void of course, a moon time to just be. Wow, that's a very interesting card, and that's the first time I've ever pulled that card.
Awesome.
Interesting.
Mary Wins and Ken Isby, they both want card pulls.
Okay, great.
I just saw their message.
Gotcha. Brian, you're going to have Mary Wins. Hi, Mary.
Awesome.
Cajun Queen, you're going to have Delaney Pearl Jones next. And Theresa, you're going to have Isby.
Ken, okie dokie.
Mary.
Be honored to pull for Ken.
Girl, I got you. I pulled 21. Mirrored Souls.
Wow.
Very
The
chill.
person in question is indeed a mirrored soul, reflecting back to you the hidden aspects of yourself. Both beautiful and challenging, the connection of mirrored souls is one of the hardest, most yet fulfilling relationships you will ever experience. Serving as cosmic mirrors, each soul reflects aspects of the other that may need healing and balancing. Although this process can be confrontational and challenging, it is also rewarding as it accelerates the growth in both souls. So if you have issues with self-worth, self-love, your soulmate will soon mirror to you those same qualities or do that may cause those hidden shades to surface. There will be there will be times when you feel very tested and challenged. However, if you see the beautiful partnership as an opportunity for growth, both you and your partner will come to embody unconditional love. Each time your mirrored soul does something to aggravate and hurt you, see this moment as an invitation to go within and find the shadow or wounded self that is being provoked by these actions. See this as a wonderful opportunity to break old belief systems and patterns that held you a prisoner of your own mind. Your mirrored soul challenges you, but also assists in freeing you from that repetitious wheel of suffering. You are moving through the shadowlands and coming to the place of acceptance, love, and compassion. This is the greatest gift you can ever bestow upon each other.
Amazing.
Cajun, are you ready to read yours?
Yes.
I need a few more.
Delaney for the Taurus. I pulled the Taurus. This is energy of growth, nurturing and support, energy with direction. Allow structure to take its own shape. The unfolder of energy expands. A new structure is established.
Ooh, that's cool too. Wow.
Okay.
To the point. I like those cards.
All right, let me get to the right spot here. 2s and 3s. 3. Got 3s today here, okay?
Yeah.
3 of, oh my gosh, more visions. What is going on here? Everybody's getting visions. 3 of visions. These are 3 dancing bears or lovable bears. Ken, you're just a big teddy bear. Won't you be my teddy bear? Okay, all right, that's 3. I couldn't resist. I love Elvis. All right, 3 of visions. Let's see.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All right, friendship. Oh, definitely. Pastime with good company, playfulness, laughter, the delights of companionship. Yes, I see that a lot in Ken. He wanted to kidnap me. I wanted to go with him. We'll catch up. We are going to catch up this summer, Ken.
That's
3
awesome.
of visions. Okay, here we go. Even in the enchanted forest, this is a remarkable sight. What appears at first to be a rumble of aggressive bears is revealed to be quite the opposite. Bedecked with garlands and blackberry brambles, 3 bewitching bears are dancing together in celebration. What are they celebrating? It's a beautiful day in the forest, and they are bears. What could be better than that? They dance barefoot on a carpet of wood, violets that release their sweetness in the air, adding to the delight of the day. You don't have to be a bear to know that making time for friendship is an important thing as any other aspect in life. If you've been neglecting your connections to friends, now is the time to make it a priority. He's been pretty busy, so it's kind of hard. Gather with those whom you know well and with whom you can be yourself, Ken. You don't need a special occasion. The time you spend in good company isn't a celebration in itself. Now, I'll tell you, Ken, right now, the way things are, all my friendships are online, but they're not just virtual friends. Each and every one of you means something significant to me. And when I connect with you, I feel whole and complete and happy, and I couldn't be any happier. Okay? You guys aren't fake. You're not virtual friends. You're real
Nope.
flesh and blood friends. Just because I can't
Real
touch
deal.
you or pat you on the back doesn't mean I can't feel it in my heart, and I do. And Ken, your situation right now, I know a little bit about it. Don't you worry, because we got you. Stay with us. Come into these chats. Whatever you need to do, call me on the phone. Send me emails. I'm here with you. Love you, Ken.
Oh, that's sweet. Love that. Let's see. I've got Barry Chad. And Barry, I pulled a win-win outcome is forecast, a full moon in Libra. The full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason, and sometimes just for the season. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time. So try not to fight it. This card can also refer to a professional relationship. There is a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. Doing so might be the answer to your question. Attuning to the moon, so your mantra should be let go of that which is falling away. And additional meanings for this card is see the other person through the eyes of love. It will change your perspective. It's time for you to make a firm decision. Time for you to focus on yourself for a while and look after yourself, but avoid vanity. Now is a great time for a makeover. And the teaching of this card is no matter when you pull the full moon in Libra card, it encourages you to find the balance between your desires and those of the people around you. Balance is a very Libran energy, and the full moon brings things to a peak. Dramas and upsets bring partnerships to the fore. Libra energy also brings love energy. Negotiations are easier. Hope that resonated with you. I feel like it really did. I feel like that super hit home with you on this one. So there you go, Barry Chad. All right, you guys, it looks like we've gotten through everyone. If anyone did not receive a reading, could you please let me know right away? Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and move on to the orb action with Brian Lunsford. And I've got some video for you, Brian. So I'll looks like we got everybody. Good. All right. So Brian, if you want to preface this video that I'm going to show for you.
Sure.
You had two videos. I'll do the first one first.
Well, it's two videos. I don't know about the other one. Uh-oh. Who sent that to you? Let me confirm this first.
It's mystery, so maybe they're the same video. I may have misinterpreted that. That's okay. I'll show the video, and then I'll show your pictures on top of that, okay?
Thanks for making those pictures, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that was Theresa, by the way.
Oh, Theresa did that. Thank you, girl. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, sis.
All right. Yes.
Al just made an announcement. I think it's important that they know this.
Oh.
He says, let me know if you need something. He was talking to Ken, but I know he means everybody because he mentioned that the other day.
Okay.
He put his number there in the chat. So scroll up in chat. You can see his phone number.
Oh, yes. I see it right here.
He's on the road all day. And, when he's driving and he will reach out to you. That's one thing Al is. Al's good at a lot of things.
Most definitely give him a call.
Yep.
And there's his email as well. So if anybody needs to talk or needs a friend, you've got one in Al, that's for sure. And all of us as well. Okay, Al, there you go. And Ken, you got it. All right. So Brian, this was what, around Christmas time?
No, this was last night. No, night before last, maybe. I it's just the Schumann was up. I was feeling, if anybody else notices that, for me, when the Schumann jacks up and gets to that point where most are uncomfortable, I start feeling really good. In fact, I feel high as a kite. I mean, just a real positive energy flow starts coming in. It's gratitude. And I walked out, and I haven't gone out and filmed in a while. That for me, that is it was a big experiment to kind of help me realize the reality I was living in. But I felt the need to pull it out and start shooting in the living room because I felt something was there, and I held my hand out at one point. And then I said, well, if you're here, just come up and stand in front of me about 5 or 6 feet in front of the camera, and let's start dancing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then that's happened. So
that's what happened. All right. Let me go ahead and show this video.
That's Goldie there, sitting there with her eyes lit up.
Any energetic orbs? Yes. Well, hello. You came right out of it. Hello. Can you stand like 7 feet in front of the camera and maybe spin or dance, if that's okay? You know how to dance? Dance with me? Do a slow dance? I saw you come right from outside. Well, hello, my friend. How are you? Nice dancing.
I love that.
Wow.
Hello, dancing. This big blue orb.
Yeah, that was a dust particle right there.
Here's the orb right here. So this is fascinating to me. So what does that blueness, Brian, why is it so blue, and what is the energy with that? Do you know?
Well, that felt like my mother. That's what it felt like.
Okay.
Playing. I mean, this is all playing. You never know who could come up, but I was thinking of her that night. And usually what that does is it's a frequency. It's like a cell phone call. I'd like to interact with this person, thinking of my mother. I felt her presence, so we were dancing. And she, on her end, is experimenting with this as much as I am, although she has remembered everything we forgot, and we're trying to remember again. But she loses. She's not busy doing something. Time is not of the essence for her. She could be anywhere at once, just like Brian. And so we danced, and that's just some of the fun things we do every now and then.
That's awesome.
It is fun.
Great catch.
I hold my hand out to give them the opportunity, and sometimes they'll come up and go through the hand or something like that. But the dance part of
Lori's are tubular. Every single one I've snapped so far from her still shots is a cylinder shape.
Right? A thought form. And you'll see that too.
A swarm of them?
Wow. Yes.
When you see rods flowing through, I was curious as to what they were. A lot of people say things like, oh, that's just a bug on this. No, that bug on this end doesn't fly through walls. So it's like a tube with wings on it. Looks like it could be in water. And I found out, and this is just my opinion, perception on my part, and everybody is entitled to their beautiful perceptions on their part. It's a thought form. That is a thought coming into reality. Information coming from one specific place to another. And you get a lot of those too, especially when you're playing with this other aspect of us. This is us. This is me, and that's the best part about it.
It is.
But to be able to work that muscle of feeling that energy and knowing it's there. And I went to bed that night, and it was just this, it wasn't being tired. It was this blissful state of gratitude. And I just remember sitting there going, oh, I just fell into it. and went to sleep with that gratitude in mind. And it was on. It was just, we get very few of those. They come every now and then. I mean, so when they do happen, it's amazing. It really is. You wish you could be in that gratitude all the time, but if we could be in that gratitude all the time, I don't think we would be here working on the thing or trying to remember. So it's a fun experiment. It's fun to play. That's what this is all about.
Yeah, it is. All right. Well, listen, guys, we've come to the end of the hour, and I want to thank Cajun Queen. Thank you so much, my queen.
Thank you
for being with us.
Thank you, girl.
Her link for the food pantry is in the description, everybody, and it does work really well. I tested it to be sure. We had some issues with it last night, but we've got that taken care of. Brian Lunsford, you're going to be on Milky Way tonight, correct?
Yeah, I think in a few minutes, yeah.
Okay, great. And Theresa, as always, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you.
Thanks for having me. I enjoyed it.
Much love to everybody in the chat room. Thank you all for being here. You are so much loved. And in true Brian Barnett fashion, be the frequency you want to receive. And thank you so much. We love you all.
Good night, everyone. Thank you. Love you.
Love you guys.
See you in Milky Way.